Welcome down to Wellington Mill, everyone. Brilliant to see you all. It's a fantastic night for the Jazz Festival. There's going to be an amazing evening ahead of us. This is going to be, very shortly, the premiere of this year's Owen Mitchell MGF Originals for this year. And the composer is standing to the right of me, Andy Stamatakis-Brown. So, 7 months ago, we had the gem, the twinkle in an eye, the gem of an idea to write a piece called Cottonopolis, which references not just the jazz ensemble that we see behind us, but Manchester's previous history in the cotton trade, and also the DJ culture and the indie music culture that we know and love so well from the 80s and the 90s. Anything, what was that kind of spark of an idea that actually brought you to that moment, Andy, to create this piece that we're here tonight to see?
Yeah, so the first idea I had was a video that my mother-in-law showed me of a space like this, and she's here tonight. Of a space very much like this up in Burnley, which was full. We're not doing hands up if you're from Burnley. Yeah. There's a mill, the last working mill in the country is up there, and it was threatened with closure, it still is. And my mother-in-law showed me this video, and she's like, oh, isn't it a shame? And I kind of, in my head, I skipped over that and just saw grooves and like all this machinery going. It was just like a kind of live dance music ensemble there. And I guess that was the first spark of it, really. And this room that we're in now, this mill was a cotton mill as well. So, with the sheets hanging around it, it's kind of as it would have been, except the machinery is going to be you guys.
What can we expect in terms of sounds? I mean, you've just mentioned the inspiration behind it, but how have you actually used that in terms of the mechanisms of the mill and also the references to the DJ culture as well?
I don't want to say too much. I think it'll just it should speak for itself. The initial idea was that I was going to record some of the machinery, some of the looms, and then set that up as a drum kit. So each kind of click and clunk of the machinery would be played by Sam, who sat over here, one of my drummers. But actually, as you can all see, Sam is playing an acoustic drum kit, as well as he's got a fancy electronic box out the back, which where he's just triggering what actually is going to be more kind of longer loop sounds. When I was going through the process, as with every project, you start with an idea, and then when you're working on it, it changes. And so instead of it being individual clunks, by the time I'd kind of pitch shifted everything and made this cog into a bass drum, it then didn't sound like the cog, and it didn't have the charm of the machinery that I saw that was the initial idea. So most of the loom sounds that you hear are going to be literal recordings of the looms, and they will at times be part of the percussive backdrop.
Well, you've solicited some oohs with reference to this, so I don't think we can wait any longer. Let's get this piece under it. And just before we do, a big shout to Space Cassette. The guys can be DJing later on, and were just as you came in. And Blaine Cousin and Rick Lowe have done these amazing visuals around the room, which have been and will be projected onto these sheets. And turning behind me now, let's look at this amazing band. We've got Johnny Hunter there, tucked in the corner on drums. Sam Draper on the drum kit over there, an electronic kit. Paul Baxter's on basses over there. Jim Wallace on guitar. Saxophone section. Oh my goodness, it's Karen Matthews, Jeff Guntram, Emily Burkhart. Rich McVeigh's on trombone, as is Ellie Smith, the newly married Ellie Smith. Don't know what her married name is. What is it, Ellie?
Whitley.
Oh, Whitley. Oh, Whitley, is he Irish? Okay, trumpet, Graham South, and the incredible Nick Walters. And there's one person left, and he's standing here to my right, the creator, the composer, and the piano player for the next 1 hour and 20 minutes of this incredible non-stop magical music machine that we're about to subject ourselves to. Please welcome Andy Stamatakis-Brown and Cottonopolis.
Thank you. I'm really sorry. Can I just say a couple of thank yous first? What I haven't said, and what you'll find out, is the piece is just a completely through composed thing, so there's not going to be a chance for me to say thank you at any other point. So I'd like to thank, firstly, this space is an amazing space for art, for music, and that sort of thing. This mill, Wellington Mill, is currently looking like they're going to be closed down by the council as an art space. If you think that that's a bad idea, and if you think that it could be preserved to do this sort of thing in the future, there'll be a petition on the space is also called Mantra. So if you go on the Facebook page for Mantra Warehouse tomorrow, there'll be information about a petition you can sign to try and keep this place for live music and culture and that sort of thing. Also, Jason has been amazing doing the sound for us. Coping with these guys has been, so that's really good. Thank you to you guys. Steve's thanked everyone else at the back. Thank you to Erwin Mitchell, who are the sponsors. It's been great to be able to do this. Thank you to the Jazz Festival and Steve for putting his faith in us. And thank you to my wife for giving me the time to do this. We have a 9-month-old son, and she has taken care of him so much to allow me the time to write this, so thank you, Ruth. Hope you enjoy it. Please dance your hearts out when you can.